Hello dear friends. You are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. Make your mark in New York and you are a made man. We grant God the possession of all the qualities of mind except the one that keeps the others healthy, that watches over their dignity, that focuses their vision, true humor. Our heroes are men who do things which we recognize, with regret, and sometimes with a secret shame, that we cannot do. We write frankly and freely, but then we modify before we print. There is no urge so great as for one man to edit another man's work. Guides cannot master the subtleties of the American joke. Reputation is a hallmark. It can remove doubt from pure silver, and it can also make the plated article pass for pure. I cannot keep from talking, even at the risk of being instructive. Human beings are the only animals that blush, or need to. We recognize that there are no trivial occurrences in life if we get the right focus on them. I am an anti-imperialist. I am opposed to having the eagle put its talons on any other land. We are discreet sheep. We wait to see how the drove is going, and then go with the drove. If I had more time, I would have written less. Tell the truth or Trump, but get the trick. The average American's simplest and commonest form of breakfast consists of coffee and beefsteak. I have always been rather better treated in San Francisco than I actually deserved. Talking of patriotism, what humbug it is. It is a word which always commemorates a robbery. We can achieve what we can conceive and believe. When you catch an adjective, kill it. All I say is, kings is kings, and you got to make allowances. Take them all around, they're a mighty ornery lot. It's the way they're raised. I couldn't bear to think about it, and yet, somehow, I couldn't think about nothing else. All schools, all colleges have two great functions, to confer, and to conceal valuable knowledge. Biographies are but the clothes and buttons of the man. The biography of the man himself cannot be written. In a good bookroom you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin, without even opening them. You can't reason with your heart, it has its own laws, and thumps about things which the intellect scorns. A cat is more intelligent than people believe, and can be taught any crime. I like Joan of Arc best of all my books, and it is the best. I know it perfectly well. Homely truth is unpalatable. If the man doesn't believe as we do, we say he's a crank, and that settles it. I mean, it does nowadays, because now we can't burn him. Citizenship is what makes a republic. Monarchies can get along without it. I can always tell which is the front end of a horse, but beyond that, my art is not above the ordinary. The report of my death was an exaggeration. The critic's symbol should be the tumblebug. He deposits his egg in somebody else's dung, otherwise he could not hatch it. I could forgive the boy, now, if he'd committed a million sins. Words are only painted fire, a look is the fire itself. She gave that look, and carried it away to the treasury of heaven, where all things that are divine belong. There is nothing more awe-inspiring than a miracle except the credulity that can take it at par. What are the proper proportions of a maxim? A minimum of sound to a maximum of sense. Whiskey is carried into committee rooms in demijohns and carried out in demagogues. Most writers regard the truth as their most valuable possession, and therefore are most economical in its use. Laughter without a tinge of philosophy is but a sneeze of humor. Genuine humor is replete with wisdom. My mother had a slender, small body, but a large heart, a heart so large that everybody's joys found welcome in it, and hospitable accommodation. Benares is older than history, older than tradition, older even than legend, and looks twice as old as all of them put together. Every time you stop a school, you will have to build a jail. Civilizations proceed from the heart rather than from the head. He gossips habitually. He lacks the common wisdom to keep still that deadly enemy of man, his own tongue. Perhaps it will be simplest to throw away the tags and generalize India with one all-comprehensive name, as the land of wonders. I simply can't resist a cat, particularly a purring one. The choir always tittered and whispered all through the service. There was once a church choir that was not ill-bred, but I have forgotten where it was. If there are no cigars in heaven, I shall not go. An adventure is something that while it's happening you wish it wasn't. An experienced, industrious, ambitious, and quite often picturesque liar. Men are easily dealt with, but when you get the women started, you are in for it, you know. Against a diseased imagination, demonstration goes for nothing. The only people that a bank will loan money to is the very people who don't need it. If you watch to the end, I am very grateful to you. Watch also these videos.